we're looking fairly full again. We've got quite a few sold, got a little Partex coming, one that we've just bought actually, bit different. It's got four wheels and an engine, this one. It's a little 2-berth motorhome, this, bit different. Nice little seating area at the front, makes a bed, little kitchen area, and then a washroom at the back. So yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? That's will be coming on sale shortly. Little 2008. Oh, our fence. We've been expanding. New fence. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Oh. Oh. It's not happened. What's been going on?
Looks like the old fence to me.
Ah.
What's happened?
Well, they were supposed to be doing it Monday, weren't they?
They were.
They came. Have a look at that fencing. How big would you have said that is? Well, I'll tell you one thing, it's not 2.4 metres, which I thought it was. So I'd ordered all the fencing in the wrong size.
It doesn't look anywhere near to.
It did. Well, 9 inches is only that.
Go and stand next to it. Look, it's
No.
tiny.
Well, so I cocked up on the fencing. So they're coming back Wednesday with the correct fencing, and hopefully that should be starting. So next week we should have a little update on the fencing. So that was my cock up of the week. Big, massive. It wasn't a massive problem, was it?
Well, it cost you more money then.
Well, yeah. And it was my fault. And again, sometimes if you've cocked up, you've got to put your hands up and say, oh, bloody hell, look, I've broke that, I've done this, I've done that. It was my cock up, and yeah, can't say anything more. We've got some tips again coming this week. We're not just rambling on about this, that and the other and nothing. One big tip that we forgot, or I haven't forgot, I just haven't got round to it yet. Fridges. So there's something that you're going to want to do over the winter. If you've finished using the Caravan now, or you're not going to use it for a while, you're going to want to put your fridge on to vent. Now on this type of fridge, with this type of little handle, you've got a little piece that slides out from underneath. That clicks into there, and it just keeps the fridge open. The other thing that we sort of sometimes like to see is if you get a little cloth or a table towel or something like that, and just have it slightly in between the door, and it'll just let that freezer compartment breathe.
There's no little catch on the freezer compartment.
No, it's just literally you've got to put a little towel or something in there and just wedge it in. You can, if you haven't got the little catch like on that one, you can just leave the door open, and it just needs to breathe. And again, it's perfect time now, again, because the temperatures are starting to go down. It's quite dark in here, isn't it? Let's go out. Because the temperatures are now starting to drop, we're going to start getting mice. So it's a really good time just to go through, disinfect all these surfaces, make sure you've got everything out of all of your cupboards, clean all your cupboards, clean all underneath the sinks, all underneath the seats, and really give your Caravan a spring clean in the winter.
An autumn clean.
An autumn clean. So we want to just make sure that everything is nice and clean, so that we're not going to attract any mice or anything like that, because as it gets colder, they're going to be out and about, and if they can smell food in your Caravan, up in they go, and they're going to make a mess, aren't they? Let's have a look in this little Lunar Arriva that's just arrived. I don't know whether we've got a leg down in the back. You should be all right, nice and light in this one. Have a look in that. So this one's just come in part exchange, a bit different. So yeah, just going through, giving it a real good clean, and then just make sure that your fridge is on that catch. And if not, leave the door open. There's quite a few different catches on different fridges now, so it's just trying to make sure that you leave the door open, leave the freezer compartment open. Did you see the washroom in that one? And then just let it all breathe, and you're not going to get any funny smells or anything in the fridge. Another thing, which is a really good thing to do now, is if you can, give your solar panel a clean. We did last week about your leisure battery, trying to make sure that it's fully charged up and that it's going to keep in good condition again, because the cold is going to affect it. So if you've got solar panels, obviously we're getting less and less sunshine now. So the one thing that you want to make sure is that your solar panel up on your roof, if you have got one, is as clean as it can possibly be, because every bit of dirt, every bit of muck on there, it's just going to reduce the, what would you call it? The effectiveness. There's a proper word, isn't there, for it? I can't think what it's called. It's going to reduce the output. Yeah, it's gone now. Let us know in the comments. So it's going to reduce how well it's actually going to work. And the phone's ringing. So we did a little plastic repair last week, so that's it, sort of all done and dusted. Now, it's, well, to be fair, it's pretty decent. It's all right. I think it's not going to jump out at you. It's not perfect. I'm not a professional repairer, but popping up now, you'll be able to see the video. If you've got cracks in your panel and it's an older van, you can have a go at doing it. If it's a newer van, I'd say we always get somebody out to do it on the newer vans because they'll give you a warranty. But if it's an older van like that one, why not have a go and try and save yourself a few quid, because it is quite an expensive repair. Just trying to find what else that we've had come in that's a nice little van. I don't think we've had a huge amount coming in. We've been trying to sort of get vans ready to go out. We went and looked at a van yesterday, which we're going to just pop a snippet in because we've agreed the deal on that now. So that had been modified. They'd done a few bits and bobs on the inside and it looked really, really nice. But the site that it was on wasn't the most secure site in the world, shall we say. I don't think I'd want my caravan left there. We were basically able to drive on, go all the way around the site 2 or 3 times looking for somebody, still couldn't find anybody. Drive into the storage area where there was some very expensive vans sat there, and we could have hitched to whatever we wanted up if we were that way inclined, and off we trot, sort of thing.
Quite easily have taken out.
Yeah, so it wasn't, but it was a really nice site, and I think it might have just been that whoever it was that's normally about wasn't about. But yeah, it was a nice site. So that little snippet, as I say, should be coming up. Well, this morning we're at Help Yourself Caravan site. Bizarre setup, that's all I'm going to say.
Lovely site.
It's just a cracking site, isn't it?
Just a bizarre setup.
They've got some really cool little pods, haven't they? So we are here to, I thought it was open then for a second, value part exchange. So first look, get a bit of light in here. Oh, broken light. I think we can fix that fairly easily. So I'm just going to, obviously damp is our big concern, but we're just going to get a feel for how it's been looked after. It's a nice van, isn't it, to be fair. The colours, I really like it when they're a special edition caravan, because you get just a bit better. The cupboards, this is 2013.
A nice finish on the cupboards, aren't
Yeah, I
they?
don't know whether they've been wrapped, you know.
Oh, is that not normal?
I
That
reckon
gloss?
they've been wrapped. Yeah, they've been wrapped.
They look really nice like that,
They look
actually.
lovely.
They've done it. Oh yeah, they have been wrapped.
Yeah,
Look, you
they've
can
been
see
wrapped.
the edge down the.
Yeah, and that top trim as well has been wrapped.
But it's proper job, isn't it?
Yeah,
That.
that's nice, that is.
That's really smart. There we go.
So yeah, nice van. That's going to be coming in shortly. We've got the motorhome that's going to be going on sale shortly. We've got quite a lot of vans, and I'm just more keen on getting those vans out at the minute, getting a bit more space, and then we can sort of start repositioning things. I would have liked to have just dropped the stock level down, but we still keep seeming to value caravans at the minute, and we've got another one on Friday to go and buy. But hopefully once our fence is sorted and we've moved, we'll have a bit more room. It's not going to be a quick job, that, unfortunately, because we've got to take all the old posts out, take the old metal work out, and then have it all concreted and levelled off and whatever. So it's not going to be a real quick job. Even once we've got the new fence line in, it's still going to be another month or so before we can sort of really start using that area. So, but hopefully for next week's video, I'll be able to show you a bit more of what's going on and what's happened and how it sort of looks there then. As I say, completely my cock up. And hopefully it goes a little bit smoother on Wednesday when they come back to do the fencing. Hopefully the little tips that we've given you about the fridge, getting the solar panel clean, we've got some more tips coming up for next week. Again, more storagey sort of tips. So just making sure the van is good for putting it away for the winter. Hopefully you've liked our little mashup video, because our mashup video came out I think on Friday. We've got our little solar generator, the little video on that, so we're going to be doing a bit more testing with that. And it's just the little solar, or the little Eco Flow River 2 Max. It's only 500 watts, but it's that really has worked well with when we've wanted just to power up a caravan, getting the 3-pin plug that you can plug in at home with a little extension, and just being able to power the caravan up. So if you've got the caravan in storage, or you've got no power to it and it's going a bit darker and you want to do things in there, it's a good little unit to be able to do that. So if you didn't watch that video, we'll put a little link coming up now that will go back to that, because the more that we've used it, the more that we've liked it, to be honest with you. It was something that was sent through just for us to do a bit of a review on and a bit of a plug for, which normally, unless it's sort of something that's going to be usable or it's actually any good, we won't do it. But that, to be honest with you, it's impressed me. For 500 watts, it's working well. Something else that we're looking at doing is putting some solar panels. Obviously with electric and whatever, it's not going down, is it? So I think we're going to put some solar panels on our workshop here, and possibly the workshop off-site as well. So we might do a little bit of coverage of that if it all goes to plan. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. I'm Mark at the Caravan Place.